So I thought I'd do a quick update and just show you what I'm currently working on, show you a couple of the faulty systems I've managed to score from eBay. And the first one I've got here is this. It's a Sega MultiMega, and I got this for a really good price the other day from eBay. I paid a grand total of £48 for this, including the shipping, and it is slightly faulty, and you're probably wondering why have I paid £48 for a faulty system. But these are really difficult to find nowadays. They're very desirable, quite rare, and generally they tend to sell for quite a lot of money. The last one I saw sold for £130 I think it was, and that was just for the system with the hookups and everything. Boxed and complete, there's only one up there at the moment on eBay, and the person is asking £300 for it, which is probably a bit more than it will sell for. Generally, boxed and complete, these go for around £200 to £300. So yeah, very happy to get this for under £50. So what I'm going to be doing is fixing this up. The only problem with it is that it won't read discs, but I've had a look at everything else. It plays the cartridges fine, you plug it in, everything comes up on screen, there's no problem. The only thing is the disc doesn't spin when you switch it on. I'll show you that in just a minute, but if you don't know what a multi-mega is, it's basically a combination of the Mega Drive and Mega CD in one small unit like this. And it's actually really small. I didn't realise myself how small this was, because it doesn't seem to come across on camera just how small the device is, but if I put it next to the Mega Drive and the Mega CD there, you kind of get a better idea of just how much smaller it is compared to the two. I'll also show you it with a game box here, so yeah, just to give you a bit of an idea of scale. I was very kind of shocked about the size of this unit when I got it the other day. So yeah, very small. It's kind of like the size of a kind of portable CD player you get back in the 90s, just with an extra bit on the end there for the cartridges. So you can of course plug your Mega Drive cartridges in the back like that, and obviously the Mega CD discs go in there. And the other cool feature is it has a bit on the back here for putting the batteries in. So it takes two AA batteries there, and that is so that you could use the device as a portable CD player. You can see it's got a little LCD screen on the front. That's all backlit when you actually plug it into the main supply, but the batteries only power it as a CD player. You can't play games and stuff on it, but very cool device. The reason it's quite rare is because Sega only produced quite a small number of them. I think it's between 5,000 and 10,000 units worldwide, and the price that they charged for this on release was ridiculous. It was like, here in the UK it was £350, and in the US I believe it was $400. So you could easily buy a Mega Drive and a Mega CD for a lot less than that. So why would you go ahead and spend so much money on this? The only real benefits, I suppose, were that you could use it as a portable CD player, which I suppose was quite a good thing back in the mid-90s, and also the size difference there. But really, for the price, it was a bit of a rip-off, and well, not really a rip-off, but it was a bit overpriced, and people weren't really that keen on it. So yeah, the only problem with this is that it won't spin the disc, and I'll quickly show you the problem here. If I just jam a bit of paper in there and make it think that the drawer or the drive is shut, I should be able to show you this. So you can see the little laser pops up and down there, it flashes red, but the motor there isn't spinning. You can see it just tried to move there, but yeah, that seems to be the only problem. What I'm going to do is try and yank a spare motor out of a PS1 and stick it in there instead. Shouldn't be too difficult, and hopefully that'll get it running again. After that I'll clean it all up and get it sorted. But very cool system there. You've got a line out, volume, headphones, controller ports in the front, and it's your power switch. That's the AV out. AV out is on the side of the system, which is a bit annoying because it's going to stick out the side as opposed to this at the back there. But yeah, very cool system. And as you can see, just put put your games in the back like that. The next system I got is this, and this was a real kind of gamble. It's a Backlit AGS-101, which is a very desirable and quite rare system. I only paid £10 for this and £3 on top for postage. Finding these in the UK is pretty much impossible. They were never released officially here, and you'll find tons and tons of SPs, but it'll be the regular frontlit model. But a quick tip I just wanted to say here, I didn't know if this was a backlit model or not, because obviously the seller didn't really know what they were selling. They just listed it as a Game Boy Advance SP Blue, and it was all scratched up and stuff. They had like one photo of it open like that, but I didn't want to email them and ask, is this a backlit model, is this a rarer AGS-101, because what you'll find is maybe they don't know what they're selling, and then they realise that the model they're selling is a bit more desirable, so they'll take it off and then bump the price all the way up and relist it, which is obviously you don't want that. So I found a good way of getting around that without having to ask the seller and potentially alerting them to the fact that their console is a bit rarer than the other ones. You can see here this is a regular SP, this one's actually got a broken screen. But here you can see the regular colour of the screen is this kind of grey colour. Just ignore this, this is where it's all kind of split open. But this is the backlit version here, and you can see the regular colour of that is completely just black. And this is obviously silver, so it's meant so that more light can reflect off the screen. But a good way to tell is if someone's taken a photo of their SP and they haven't specifically said if it's a AGS-101 or an AGS-001 like this here, you can tell by the picture, because the backlit version is going to have a completely black screen like this, whereas the regular frontlit version will have a grey screen like this one here. So that's just a quick tip, a good way of telling without getting the seller involved, or potentially alerting other bidders as well, because if you ask a question, sometimes the seller can post the response up on their listing so that other people can see it as well. So just a bit of a tip there. As it happens, this is a US console, 101, so quite a strange thing to find here in the UK, but very happy with that. Turned up, and I paid, I think it was like £13 in total I paid for that, which is a real bargain, because you can sell these for anywhere between £50 and £60 because it's the backlit version. What I'll be doing with that is refurbishing it. I'm going to stick a new black shell on it. I've already got a replacement cover screen for it, so I'll be doing that and holding on to this for myself. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick update, show you what I'm currently working on. I've kind of rambled on a bit now, it's into 8 minutes into the video, but really happy to pick this thing up. I never thought I'd actually own one of these, was never actively looking for one, so the fact I got one faulty for under 50 quid and I reckon I can get this fixed pretty easily is very good. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.